What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here. And well, it's been a while, just been busy, and of course, not much I wanted to talk about. However, there is some news that just been developing. It seems this is something that has been brewing, but now it has caught the attention of a lot of people. What is happening is it was reported by Reuters that Sony is apparently trying, or at least in talks, to try to acquire Kadokawa Corporation. And it seems this is like an ongoing talks between both sides. So it seems also Kadokawa might be interested in being bought by Sony. Now, for those that don't know, Kadokawa is this Japanese media conglomerate. So they have a lot of stuff under their subsidiaries, anything from anime to video games. To give you guys an idea, Kadokawa has 70%, from my understanding, it's 70% ownership of FromSoftware, which are the creators of Dark Souls, Elden Ring. They also have Spike Chunsoft, apparently. They own Bookwalker. In terms of, they have, Jesus. I'm just reading the list of what stuff group companies they own. They have a lot of stuff underneath, but they do also a lot of anime and their involvement in video games. So there is of course a lot of concern. Now a lot of people might be thinking, oh, this is a movement because they can acquire FromSoftware in a way. Because Sony already owns 14% of FromSoftware. By them acquiring Kadokawa, which has around 70%, they basically have around 84% ownership, which is majority. And I think the other company that has a huge amount is Tencent, but Tencent only has 16%. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, they probably because of FromSoftware. But for me personally, I think the reality, which is what is causing concern, is they want to try to own as much of the anime industry or the manga industry as possible. We have seen Sony bought Crunchyroll, Funimation, they acquire Right Stuff Anime. So they're slowly acquiring a lot of companies that are involved in that industry. They also own Aniplex. There is a concern of the monopoly and how much power they're gonna have in control. And I think that's where the concern is coming, which is a little bit, I think it's justified. I mean, usually a company owning a lot is not a good thing, and there's always, of course, been the discussion of them having Funimation, Crunchyroll, and then all the situation that happened when Funimation was got rid of Funimation, and then the current situation of Crunchyroll. So them acquiring another conglomerate is also seen with concern. Of course, this is a channel where we talk about video games, so there is the video game side aspect with FromSoftware and Spike Chunsoft, but I think also the reality is the concern is just also the other aspect that they're going to be acquiring and how much control does Sony have. Apparently, Kadokawa also responds. So there was an update yesterday or a day ago where it was reported that they're still in negotiations, so nothing has been said. However, Kadokawa also published a statement recently where it was confirming that Sony has expressed the intent of acquiring them, but there hasn't been a decision made. So Kadokawa hasn't necessarily been, okay, we're going to sell ourselves to you or you can buy us. Nothing has been set to stone, but the conversation is happening. So it has been confirmed by Kadokawa that yes, there is something going on. Now, only time will tell what will end up happening. Kadokawa could sell, or they could also say, no, we're fine. We don't know. A lot of times, you know how this stuff works, where companies just sell because if they offer a very good number, they will sell off. So it's up in the air right now. Not much to say about this. I just wanted to talk, put it a bit in the eye, see what you guys think. Like I said, I think the biggest concern is just the amount of control Sony is gonna have with just everything that they, especially here in the West. Like I said, there's been a lot of discussion, for example, when Sony acquire rights, Right Stuff Anime, there was a massive situation with them. So of course, them acquiring all these companies, again, a red flag for a lot of people, and it's we are a bit concerned. So we'll see. As always, guys, what are your thoughts? Is this something that you care about? you're like, oh, this could affect me, or you're like, I don't care. It is what it is. If it's Acquire, if it isn't, I don't care. What are your thoughts? This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.